I'm Invalid Ghost, and today we're going to do that thing that we've been doing for the past 2 years in a row. It's about that time when Worf has his birthday, and I draw a picture for him. Now, Worf, for those of you who haven't been paying attention, or heck, maybe this is your first video that you've seen from me. Hi, I'm Ghost. And Worf is my bearded dragon, my pet bearded dragon. I got him on January 16th, a few years ago. I believe he's turning 3. This is the 3rd time we've done one of these videos, so he is turning 3 years old. I'm actually doing this video about a month in advance, so yeah, I'm a little early. And also, Worf is asleep right now, so he's not gonna get to see this creation just yet, but through the magic of editing, you guys will never know that, except for the fact that I just told you. Anyway, so every year, I draw Worf a picture of himself. Last year, I drew him as an Animal Crossing character. The first year, I drew him as a Fire Emblem character. This year, we've got the same choices, except minus the Animal Crossing and Fire Emblem character, of course. We can make Worf as a Sonic OC, a Pokemon, a Digimon, a Star Fox character, Monster Hunter creature, a Star Trek character or creature, Mario character, or we can create him in The Sims. I'm going to hit this giant go button, and basically this random website will pick one of these. I'm thinking, actually, I really don't know. Why does it say choose your destiny? Apparently we're gonna choose Worf's destiny here. Anyway, without further ado, this has probably gotta be the lamest intro ever. Future me, throw like some sparkles out or something. You know, make it festive somehow with the magic of editing. Come on, you've been messing around with the editing software. Why don't you just, with the free editing software I should add, why don't you just, throw some sparkles in there or something? Figure it out. You can do it. I believe in future me. Anyway, let's press go now. Ooh, it's seizure-inducing. Oh, number 1 is Pokémon, so we're going to make Worf as a Pokémon for this year. Alright, well, I'm assuming he is an orange lizard. He's a bearded dragon. They come from the desert. They're from Australia. You know, heat comes to mind. So I think I'd make him a fire type, definitely. So a fire type lizard. So basically Charmander. You know what? It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna figure it out. And we're gonna make him a Pokemon. This is not a picture of Worf, by the way. This is just a random picture of a random bearded dragon right here in the corner. That's my my paint is white. Okay, this is Worf. I mean, not Worf. That's not Worf. Sorry, it's really late and I'm so tired. I am so tired. So incredibly tired. I have not slept well in days. This is Worf. This is not Worf. This is a picture of a random bearded dragon I found on the internet. You can tell it's not Worf because this one is like way too red. He's way too red. Worf is an orange, very bright orange, like the sun. This one is kind of like sunburnt. You know, his colors just aren't as pretty. You know, I hate to say it, but it's just true. Worf is very handsome. My lizard is the best looking lizard out of everyone's lizards. This one, nah. Barely an 8 out of 10, you know? Not there. Worf, 20 out of 10, easily. Like a 2,000 out of 10. He's great. Anyway, so my idea, by the way, I did look up, like, bearded dragon Pokemon, and there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. I wanted ideas, and I wanted to, see if some other people had anything interesting, not to copy them or anything, but, just to see what I could compare myself to, but there's nothing. There's nothing. This is a lizard Pokemon, actually. I don't think, yeah, this is Pokemon Lizard, but I did search. Look, I'll show you. If we look at Pokemon Bearded Dragon, there's nothing. There's nothing here. There's just Pokemon cards of people's bearded dragons on the Pokemon cards. There's There's nothing. This is not a bearded dragon. This is one of those frilled lizards. Frilled lizards are nothing like bearded dragons, so I don't know why. That's just a lie. Heliolisk is not a bearded dragon. You can pretend it is, but it's not. Oh my god, is this one? This doesn't look like a bearded dragon, though. This kind of looks like a dog, but with reptilian features. No offense, it's really cool, but it doesn't look like a bearded dragon. I mean, kind of. But also it's like more like a bearded dragon and a wolf had a baby. You know what I mean? I don't want to go for that look. I'm looking for, when you see this Pokemon, you're like, ah, that's a bearded dragon. But at the same time, you're like, ah, that's a magical bearded dragon. Like how Pikachu is both a mouse and a Pikachu, you know? It's its own thing, but you can tell that it was inspired by a real creature. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to make 2 evolutions. I think 2 is good enough. Maybe 3 if I'm not lazy. But definitely, when Worf was a baby, he was gray. He was a gray baby, and he turned orange as he grew up, so I want to make that distinction. I want him to start out as a normal type, and he's going to be this crummy little gray thing, right? That nobody would suspect anything from. This is already adorable, and I don't know what the frick I'm doing. But he's going to be a normal type, and he's going to be gray and boring, and just, you know, big ol' eyes. And he's going to be sad. He's going to be a sad, big ol'-eyed baby. And then he's going to turn into... you know what? I am going to do 3. Then he's going to turn into yellow. He's going to be yellow, and now he's a fire type. Fire and normal, I guess. Sure, why not? He can be a frickin' weird Pokemon like that. Anyway, he's angry now. He's got angry eyes because he's older and going through dragon puberty or something like that. Yeah. And then, I don't know why he doesn't have back legs, and then he turns into the ultimate, like, anger boy. And he has claws, and feet, and a tail, and he's rawr, you know? And he can breathe fire. Yeah. And he's angry. And that's the 3rd stage. So this is my plan. Will it come to tuition? I don't think that's the word I wanted. Let's start. Do I want 6? Yeah, I guess 6 is a good number. Alright, so first up, we need to make his big ol' eyes. He has, you know, I want him to look up. He's always looking up when he was a baby. Looking up at me. Because I was like, you know, his god. Or a parent. I guess parent's more likely, right? Anyway, he's got little eyes. You know, he's like very scared. Very curious, though. You know, he wasn't actually a coward. He was a very brave boy all the time. But, you know, he looked kind of sad. He was a sad boy. You know, he just wanted a home. And, you know, he's got a 3rd eye on top of his head. He needs his 3rd eye on top of his head. Maybe he can have it, like, on his nose. Maybe I could just make it a bump. Maybe, okay, this is a little hard. There we go. He needs a 3rd eye. I mean, it doesn't need to be an actual eye-looking thing like this, because I think that would be just really disturbing if he had 3 eyes like that. Something about that doesn't sit well with me, but like a gem to signal the eye. It's actually more like back here, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't need to be perfect. And then he gets his little nose, his little nostril. I refuse to make the brush smaller, by the way. So there he has little frick. How do I make a nostril? It's hard. Okay, perfect. It's perfect. Like that. He's got his little nostril. He looks, you know, very sad. He doesn't have spikes on his beard just yet. No, it's very smooth. I mean, he did have spikes, because they always have spikes, but let's just, for the Pokemon's sake, let's say he doesn't really have his spikes yet. Or, you know what, we can give him spikes, but they can be, like, very subdued. I don't want him to go all out just yet, you know, just like, little spikes. Little baby spikes, because he's a little baby boy. I don't know what I'm doing here. Worf is a girl, by the way, but I always called him a boy, because, I named him Worf, you know. And Worf is a Star Trek character. Now he needs his little sort of like a hump. Well, I wouldn't say it's a hump, because that would be like, you know, metabolic bone disease or whatever it's called. But you know, he's got a little curve, little spicy curve there, little belly, a little tail. He's got a little tail, little zigzag tail. He kind of looks like a fetus or something. I'm not sure if I like that. Okay, anyway, he's got little stubby arms. He kind of looks like Dreepy a little bit. I love Dreepy. Dreepy's great. You know what? Maybe Dreepy's a bearded dragon. Anyway, he's got his little stubby legs. Of course, he needs, like, the little, you know, the spikes on the side to signify that he is indeed 100% beardy boy. Because we all know that bearded dragons have spikes on the sides of them. It's not too much, you know, going up like this. No, they're on the sides. Like that. That doesn't really look like spikes. It looks more like waves. Maybe I shouldn't go with such a thick brush, huh? Maybe that would solve my problems if I went with a thinner brush, or if I drew bigger, or, you know, it's fine. I'm gonna change it to 4, and we're gonna get our spikes in. Our happy little spikes for our happy little boy. Does this look good? Probably not. It looks kind of creepy, but you know what? That's Worf. So there he is, my sad little boy. My sad baby lizard boy. Oh, he needs some stripes. He does need a couple of stripes. You know, just a few squiggly little stripes. They can be black. They were kind of dark, I think, unless they weren't. You know, just a few squiggly stripes. I'm not really happy with this. I don't know what the frick this is. It's kind of ugly. But you know what? It's okay. He's a very sad boy. We gotta make him, like, the saddest boy that you've ever seen in your life. A little bit of a, what is that called? An underbite? An underbite. A little bit of an underbite. Because he's just so sad. Never mind, I ruined it. He used to be sadder. Just, you know, I'll leave it be. I should just leave it be. Does he have spikes on his tail? He probably does. You know what? This is perfect. I love this. Whatever this is perfect. This is Worf's baby form. It'll be called Beardo. Oh, you know what? I should color him real quick. You know, he doesn't really look like a Pokemon that you'd be interested in, but you just wait there. Alright? Because on the top of his head is an orange eyeball. His third eye. And that gives him a little color, you know? He's got a little color there. Right, so that's Beardo. Ignore how that is actually an Animal Crossing character's name, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Beardo evolves at level 20. At level 20, he evolves into, where's my outlines? There we go. I don't know the name yet. I'll come up with it later. But he evolves into this guy. Now this guy is a fiery boy. And I need to make a better outline, because this outline sucks. That's a little angrier, a little more puffier. You know, he's all about puffing. Yeah, he is here to mingle. He's single, and he still kind of looks like Beardo, but now he's actually got the beard. And also, he needs the tail to be erect. Yes. How do lizard feet look again? Let me look at that thing. Kind of chunky and useless, honestly. Yeah, they kind of do look chunky and useless. Alright, that's cool. So his eyes are still pretty big. For his head. He's got pretty big eyes for his head. But now they're angry. He's out for blood. Beardo is out for blood. He's angry at the world. It's kind of like the stages of depression, you know. One moment you're sad, and the next you're just angry. Angry at the entire world. And that's this guy. He's angry. He's a very, very grumpy boy. He also has a very spiky beard. Beardo had, like, no beard, but this guy, he's got the beard. Also, he still has his third eye. He needs that. That's like a character-defining trait of his. He needs to keep it. He's got his third eye. He's got his beard. His head's a little spikier. Still has kind of a smooth body. Okay, and he just has a big peen coming out of his freaking... Okay, come on, you know how to draw. Jesus. There we go. So here he is, again. You know, he needs more spikes. He definitely needs more spikes. I think he needs more spikes. So his spikes on the sides, a little more defined. And he also gets a few little spikes on the end of the tail. Yeah, it's kind of like the Fire Emblem picture, but we can pretend we didn't see that, right? We can pretend we never saw the Fire Emblem picture that I drew. He's looking pretty skinny. He's looking pretty skinny. Well, you know, this isn't from the top down. From the top down view, this guy looks like this, okay? So he's not skinny. This is a lie. He's a chunky boy. You just can't tell because you're looking at him from a good angle. Now let's color this boy, or do I name him first? I don't know. I don't remember. It's okay. So now he's gonna be a little brighter. You know, he's yellow now. Look at that. He has changed his colors. He's become a little bit brighter. I mean, well, a lot brighter, actually. He was frickin' gray before. Frick. He was gray before, now he's orange. I mean, yellow. And soon he'll be orange. Yeah. This actually just kind of doesn't look like a Pokemon, now that I think about it. I forgot to kind of add the fire aspect. Right. He needs fire, and I know exactly where to put the fire. So hear me out. He has fire that just, like, shoots out of his head. Right? Right? You guys feeling this? No? Yeah, you are. Don't lie. Don't lie, you're feeling it. You're feeling it. I know you are. If I blur this too, just blur everything. If you blur it enough, it looks good. There we go. He's got fire coming out of his eyeball. I don't know why. It just happens. That stuff just happens, man. Sometimes you just have fire coming out of your eyes. What can I say? Oh, also, I think he needs irises now. Yeah, he needs actual irises. So there we go. They need to be orange. He's got beautiful orange, bright orange eyes. So you can see he still has a little bit of dull color left. He's not completely bright just yet. He still has that dullness of his youth. Or something like that. And also, he has a beard. Of course, it only turns black when he's angry. When he's not angry, it's actually orange. But right now he's angry, so he needs to be black. So there you go. This is Grumpo. He is fire and normal. And he evolves from Beardo at level 20. And then, the final evolution, the one you guys have all been waiting for. This only happens when you have high friendship, and he has to be level 50. Level 50. Level 50 in high friendship. And then he evolves into his final form. The ultimate being. Whatever this is. Okay, I'm just gonna freehand it, and we're just gonna hope it looks good. Okay, so, he's got, you know, an angry nostril. He needs an angry nostril. Maybe more like this, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. That's the good stuff. Alright. I've drawn his mouth, and I did it without even talking, because I kind of forgot I was supposed to talk. But, Here's his beard. So there's that. It's very spiky. Super duper spiky. In fact, it's double layered on the spikes. So spiky. Such spike. It's so spiky, can't even believe it. So very, very spiky. Just the spikiest spiky spikes you've ever spiked in your spike. This is a very weird looking eye. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, you know what? Maybe it's just like a head thing. Yeah, that's just a head thing. And of course, he needs his giant thingy, which is now kind of like yeah, like that. And can we move everything? Alright, I was gone for a while, but I'm back now. He needs eyes. There you go. That's perfect. You know, the whole thing can be orange. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So there he goes. He's got some stuff. He needs grabber hands. Yeah, he needs some big ol' grabber hand. I might need a reference for this, because I'm not the best with hands. Not without a reference, anyway. You know who's got some big grabby hands? Bowser. Bowser has some big grabby hands. So let me just yoink. That's good, but I only want him to have 3 fingers. I don't want him to have 4 fingers. I think 4 is too many fingers for a Pokemon. Pokemon don't have 4 fingers. Pokemon have 3 fingers at most. That's true for all of them. Definitely. I didn't make that up. Right now it just looks really, really phallic looking. But yeah, that's good. That's actually terrible. This is all terrible. Delete it all. Delete it, delete it, delete it. You know, maybe I should look at, like, a Pokemon. Like, Lycanroc. Lycanroc's got some, grabby hands. See, I told you, only 3 fingers. All Pokemon, they only have 3 fingers. There's no more than 3. Pokemon aren't allowed to have 4 or more fingers. And if they do have 4 or more fingers, they're probably an ugly one. I'm just saying. It's the truth. Now see, this guy has some grabby hands. You know what I'm saying? He needs grabby hands. A big, fluffy orange kitty has decided to join us. AKA Valid has decided to join us. That is my cat's fake name. What am I looking at? What am I... Okay, you know what? You know what? This is perfect. This is great. I like the idea that he just has, like, a big old frickin' finger. Those are his grabby hands. Oh my god, that's the saddest grabby hands in the world. I want it to be more like Haunter, actually. You know, more like that. But this'll do. Okay, he needs a big ol' frickin' belly. They are fat. They are fat creatures. Kind of like Bowser. They are fat creatures. He can have a little stubby tail now. You know, he doesn't need a full-on tail anymore. Maybe he's, like, yelling at somebody, like, get off my lawn, you mangy rats. No, he's got his fist out. He's just shaking it at the rats. Then he needs a claw. There you go. No, that's stupid. Okay. No, he'll just have the other hand just, you know, hanging out here, not looking wrong or anything. Okay. This is why I don't design Pokemon. There you go. That's him. Now let's get rid of this Bowser. Because we don't need him anymore. We don't need this anymore either. Get the whole freaking mess out of here. He needs to stand up just a tad bit straighter, so we're gonna just tilt that boy. Because I'm too lazy to redraw all that. Oh, freak. Yeah, this is looking good. This is looking good. I need to move this nostril because it's bothering the frick out of me. That was just not correct. There's his little side things. And of course he needs his big boy spikes. He's a big boy. Maybe he doesn't need them anymore. Maybe they just fell off. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. Oh well, whatever. Kinda looks like a Digimon a little bit, but that's okay. Pokemon hasn't really looked like Pokemon since Generation 3. And that might even be up for debate for some people. Alright, there we go. That is beautiful. I love him. A two-toned body thing happening here, yes. That's just the icing on the cake. I'm in love. This is absolutely beautiful. This is way better than Grumpo and Beardo. Alright, so this guy, this is, this is Winston. He is fire and angry. That's his typing. He's fire and angry. Angry's a new typing. It just came out in Gen... what are we on? 9? It came out with the Spain region. The angry. What am I thinking of? The angry element. The angry element came out. Yeah, this is the whole line. Beardo evolves into Grumpo at level 20, and then High Friendship in level 50 evolves into Winston. Everyone knows that. It's perfectly good. That's a perfectly good name. Also, I should mention that even though I'm making this bearded dragon, like, super angry, I've got to say that Worf is the chillest bearded dragon you will ever meet in your life. He's never bitten me. Well, actually, he has bitten me, but only because he mistaked my finger for a cantaloupe. And honestly, I can't blame him for doing that. But that was the only time he bit me, and he looked really upset about it. He looked pretty sad. Like he knew he did something wrong. So, I say, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's very happy and nice and chill. And this is not an accurate representation of him. But, you know, if he was a fighter, heck yeah, this would be him 100%. But he's not a fighter. Worf is a lover. Alright, so he's about that shade of orange, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, now he really looks like a Digimon. He looks like, what's that one's name? Agumon? Or whatever Agumon evolves into, isn't there? A Grayson. He looks like Grayson. Yeah. I don't think that's one. It's Greymon, isn't it? Not Grayson. Grayson's a name. Well, you know, Grayson, Winston, they're all the same to me. What am I doing here? No, these need to be orange. Yes. Perfect. Yes. Yes. Oh, so great. I didn't color in the beard. I'm so dumb. Okay, so this beard, again, it changes colors. Normally, it would be the same color as his belly, yellow. But when he's angry, it turns black. Yeah. Because that's true. That's why bearded dragons are called bearded dragons. And if it didn't have that feature, it would just not be a bearded dragon Pokemon, now would it? We're almost done here. I might add shading and, like, a background off screen just because, you know, that's when I feel like I'm not lazy, when I just am not talking to you guys. But for now, I think this is pretty good. I don't think I needed to add anything else here. Also, Worf, again, is asleep right now, so he's not going to react to it just now, but I'm assuming I'll probably get his reaction to this later. He'll definitely have a good reaction. I definitely know he'll have a good reaction because he's so reactive, you know, being a lizard. Anyway, oh, you know what? I forgot to add the fire. He needs fire. Okay, ignore how my fire's ugly. I really just took like 2 seconds to make it. So of course it's not the best, but you know, there you go. There's my fire. There's Winston in all his glory. And I really like him, actually. I didn't think he was gonna turn out to look this good, but no, I like this. This is great. I'm gonna get that random beard dragon out of here. This is great. I love Beardo, Grumpo, and Winston. This is a perfect Pokemon evolutionary line. I don't care what anyone says. Look how beautiful that is. And that. And that. That's great. Though seriously, this really looks like Greymon, or whatever his name is. I need to go look that up. See, I told you, it looks like Greymon. Well, you know, mine's better. Mine's better. Mine's a better Greymon. Anyway, I guess I'll be back with the reaction or something. I don't know. Bye.